In today's video, I'm actually going to be talking about how to build your credit. You said what? You want better credit? You want to get your credit score up? Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Anonymous. If you aren't subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. Also give this video a thumbs up. In today's video, I'm actually going to be talking about how to build your credit. For the girls that want to build their credit in 2024, this video is for you. I think first I actually want to give you guys like a little background story about how I actually built my credit. So I actually didn't know I had credit, and I was telling my mom like I need to build my credit, this, that, the third, and then she was like, I've had you as an authorized user on my credit card since you was like really young. And I was like, what? I was like, so you mean to tell me that I don't have to start from scratch? So when I got out of high school, I actually had like a 710 credit score, which is really good for a high schooler. Like, y'all, when I got out of high school, I was able to like go purchase a house or a car if I wanted to, because I already had credit. So girl, if you're not already there, tap in. Being an authorized user on someone that has good credit can boost your credit score. The only thing with this is that you're actually trusting the other person to be accountable for your credit, because if they don't make their payments or if something goes wrong, your credit is going to be affected, and you don't want them to actually make your credit score go bad. So just make sure that you trust that person and know that they're going to make their payments on time. They're not going to utilize, you know, all of their credit and just things like that. That way that your score will not actually drop. That's like also the con to that. A secured credit card actually is a credit card where you deposit your own money onto the card, and that is the credit card money that you can spend. So basically it's a security deposit. So basically, say you have $500, right, and you get a secured credit card. You're going to give the bank that $500. They're going to put it on your secured credit card, so you're going to be paying back yourself basically. Once you pay back yourself on that secured credit card, the money goes back to you. If you gave them $500 in the beginning and you're basically borrowing from yourself, you spend that money on your secured credit card, that money will go back to you once you're done using it. Secure credit cards are really good if you like have like absolutely no credit. Like, that's just a great way to start. Credit utilization. You do not want to use more than 30% on your credit card. So for example, if you have a $2,000 credit card, you do not want to spend more than $600, which is crazy because you're like, I got $2,000 that I can spend on this credit card. Yeah, but do not spend it, sis, because once you go over the 30% threshold on your credit cards, it just makes your score go down. So I actually wouldn't recommend that. If you have to go above 30% on your credit cards, just make sure that you're trying to like pay it back in full if you can. I really just don't recommend that. So just stick to the 30% rule. Don't go over 30%. Under is fine, and if you have to go over, make sure that you can like pay it back in full, because it will affect your credit. Also, spend 5% less than your available credit. So like for instance, if you have a $6,000 credit card, a $5,000 credit card, and a $500 credit card, don't spend more than 5% throughout all those cards, because that also will affect your credit. Payment history is 15% of your credit score. So basically that means like, say you have one credit card that you've had since you was like a little girl. So let's say credit history is like 9 years, and let's say you just got a credit card that's like 1 year old. So basically when it comes down to your credit score, the credit card that has the most history is what matters the most. So if you find yourself not using that credit card that you had for so long, but it has the most credit history, I recommend not closing it. Even if you're not using it, like just go get some gas or something and pay it back, just because that's what majority of your credit score is coming from. If you just cut that card off and only have that 1 year credit card, that 1 year credit history is actually going to drop your score, which is a no-go. So the last tip that I have for you guys is actually to pay your credit cards on time. This is the most obvious tip, but sometimes it gets a little tricky when, you know, something happens, life be life and things be happening. Just make sure that you pay your credit cards on time. If you can actually pay 2 times a month, that will be even better because it will hit twice on your FICO score. Paying your credit cards on time actually helps because it lets the credit card users know that you're actually responsible and they can actually give you more credit. So for instance, if you're actually making your payments on the credit cards that you already have, you can ask for a credit card increase. A credit card increase allows the bank to actually go back in, relook at your information, and go up on your credit card. This also will increase your score because guess what? That actually lowers the amount of your utilization of your credit card and also lets the creditor know that you are a responsible person. But this is all for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed these quick tips on how to build your credit. If you're interested in more videos like this, just make sure that you leave a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.